Right, we on? Do I sound like a robot? That's the question. Just trying to hear myself. You might hear a little bit of feedback. Let's see. And something weird is going on. Can not with my voice, but something weird. Like what's going on with the screen? Can you guys see this? Like, can you see my mouse cursor moving? Yeah, I can see my mouse cursor moving, but oh well. Well, anyways, short and simple. Good old-fashioned Starfleet versus Klingon conflict. Perfect. Let's go. I know because last time I tried playing a game on the computer, it was Stellaris of all games. Well, at least it was one I tried to record, anyways. Yeah, wasn't. Well, yeah, it was Slideshow Simulator 2018 edition. All right, let's get a Kamari out here just to increase our chances of survival. Here we go. Heavy shipyard underway. Will do. Actually, oh yeah, they did add a maintenance and repair ship for the. Wow. All right. So I'm used to the Stellaris controls. That's fantastic. Apparently, to get into the main map, you press you end up pressing M instead of spacebar. That's fantastic. That's gonna yeah, that's so gonna be a problem. All right. So what else do we got here? We got ah, the NX class. Ah, let's get a few of the NX classes in here. All right, perfect. Hmm, perfect. And get some reserve reinforcements out here. The Poseidon class. Oh, middle mouse, not double click on them. And all right. Oh, wait, did they update the model for the Yorktown class? Kind of hard to tell. They definitely updated the model for this. It looks a lot more clean. The Poseidon class looks about the same. The NX class is all in all the same. I have a screenshot of it on my computer. anyways, actually, first NX class that comes out, let's give it the refit and the latest. Refit the NX class with the latest in Starfleet technology. Also known to some fans as the Columbia refit. Alright, waiting. Waiting patiently. Gosh, I hate waiting. Okay, come on. There we go. Ah, what the? And it just randomly exploded. Alright. Alright. For a second, I thought the worker bees were the mining ships. Oh, wow. Yeah, but you guys want my personal opinion? I think the NX class actually looks better in Stellaris. Or Stellaris. I've heard it both ways. But, you know what, I'm just going to call it Stellaris for now. Because it's, well, to be fair, I've heard it, yeah, I mean, I've heard it referred to by some people as exactly that, Stellaris. So, anyways, that little semantics argument out of the way, I am again. What's that random explosion? That another random explosion. What the freak is going on? I can't believe the Bonaventure class in this mod just so happens to be a precursor to the Constitution class. Well, I've played a little bit of the United Federation of Planets campaign in the Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons mod, and I'm surprised to note that the Bonaventure class is actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the tactical cruiser, the temporal cruiser from Star Trek Online. I don't know. You guys try explaining that. All right. Let's get some shuttle pods out here. They can be like a little bit of a starfighter shield. And actually, wait. Ah, crap. I'm out of booze. You know what? I go ahead and oops. Pause the game. Wow. All right. Yeah. Playing Stellaris has really gotten to me. Anyways, that being said, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. Now, again, freaking Stellaris, man. Why does the pause button have to be the space bar and not, the pause button on the keyboard like in Homeworld 2 right here? Okay, then I got that little rant out of the way. Let's get a few more Kumari vessels out here. Yep, a very ugly looking precursor to the Constitution class. So, just curious, so in this mod, why didn't I mean, sure, the Daedalus class is a prototype vessel of some kind. But here's the thing, guys. It's a medical ship. They're not, as far as my research has told me, unless if you live in a military dictatorship, your medical transports aren't usually armed. Unless if you're living in a military dictatorship. But still, you have a few Mako shuttles come out of the shipyard. Or not shipyard, the outpost. And in return, we can get a. Oh, crap. All right. Again. Ugh. All right. Well, I really think, yeah, some of my friends might have to have some of my IRL friends might have to attempt an intervention soon because I've been playing nothing but Stellaris for, well, ever since I got it. At least when I'm not streaming, anyways. Actually, wait, what am I making more frigates for? There we go. That's better. Actually, let's get a few more. Maybe one Icarus class. Right? All right, perfect. All right, did they? Oh, wow, I think they updated the P400 class. Wow. That hmm, actually looks pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. What about the shuttle pod though? Did they by chance update the I think they updated the design or at least the model, I mean. Yeah, the model, I mean. Huh. It's kind of cool. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they updated the model. And to be fair, props to the designer who, well, painted the model. I know it's not an easy task, and holy cow, you did a pretty good job. And okay, I will actually admit, however, the Daedalus class here looks better than the one in, yeah, looks better than the one that I've been seeing in the Star Trek New Horizons and Stellaris. Yeah, yeah, it definitely looks better. Uh-oh, we're about to run out of resources. Something that actually happens quite frequently in, well, the um the game that I might as well label as the S word, the new S word. Let's face it, I'm addicted to it. At this point, it might as well be a swear word. Just like Fortnite is a swear word to my friends and I. Oh wait, Fortnite. I mean, the new F bomb on the street. Yeah, that. Please don't transcend the gain is back on me. Oh, please. I swear, I've done nothing wrong except do a job, or at least a semi job. No one has to know about this. All right. Well, hopefully, I'm still have my status as straight man, but I doubt that at this point. Start and ah, I believe I tried building this in Building with Good Day and in the district at one point. Well, to be fair, I've been calling it a Genghis class all this time because according to the Alpha Canon Wikipedia, that's apparently what it's called Alpha Canon, apparently. And yet it's called a Challenger class here and an Emmett class in Star Trek New Horizons. I don't know what to choose, whether it's Alpha Canon, Beta Canon. I really don't know what to choose, guys. If any of you guys are like glorified experts or something, like perhaps help me out. Like on the off chance, maybe if like either Space Dock or heck Trek Yards, that would be freaking awesome. If I can get some help on that, that would be like I'm quite the expert in Star Trek, mind you guys. And then some people might consider me a god amongst men when it comes to information on the source. But, but, and this is one very large Kim Kardashian size but here, I am still unsure of the ship classification for that. Okay. And what the? Already? We're already under fire? Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Precursor to the D7, the D4 class. Really? They're just slowly rising up from nowhere. Right? And, uh-oh. Oh, good. Here, we'll cut him off at the pass. Uh-oh. Did I crash the game? Did I crash the game? Oh, wow. That was scary. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We're okay. Now, unpause and watch the battle. Uh-oh. Another freeze. What's going on? Another freeze. Um, should I be worried? Okay. I don't think I should be worried. Oh, there goes the Minuteman class. Uh-oh. That's another... What is up with this weird frame rate? I swear that isn't me. Like, I swear, it's not the stream, guys. Look, if you'll notice, right as soon as the like screen freezes, my cursor still moves. Or well, and take my word for it, it still moves for me. Okay, well now I can't move my cursor at all, which oh man. All right. And constantly freezing up, of course. All right, there we go. And also, guys, it should be noted that I actually recently watched most of Star Trek Discovery outside of the pilot episode. And what did I think of it? Mm, I can't say I can't say I like the show, but I can't really say I hate it either. So actually, let's revive an old tradition of the let's revive an old tradition of the channel. It used to be a top 5 list. It was like a failed experiment that I did a long time ago. I think as since then those videos have been deleted, and unfortunately I can't get them back. Anyways, so yeah, actually, to be fair, they were very cringy, so yeah, it's for the better. So the fact that they were deleted, it's for the better. And on pause. Oh, accidentally hit backspace instead of pause. Okay, there we go. Now, anyway, so just to revive an old tradition to the channel, I'm actually gonna, in no particular order, here are the 5 worst and best things that I could come up with for from watching Star Trek Discovery, for outside of the first episode or the pilot episode. So I'll start with the worst things. That way we can get the negativity out of the way. Anyways, the worst thing would be um actually it's kind of high on the list because it doesn't exactly hurt the show that much. I just felt like the character could have been written a lot better. And that would be our main character, the main lead. And now, before any of you guys go nuts and say I'm racist or anti-feminist, let me hear me out. I don't mind the character. I think she's passable. I mean, not the character. I don't mind the actress. She's passable. She's cool. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen her in any other work, but I'm like in any other like works of film, but I'll take anyone's word for it. If they've seen that actress in something else and was actually pretty good, I'll take their word for it and say that, yeah, and I'll take their word for it and agree with them that the actress is pretty good. And well, yeah. So like I said, it's kind of low on my 5 worst things list. Yeah, with it being number 5 because it doesn't hurt the series that much. It It really doesn't. I mean, to be fair, it is a little jarring to have a very stone cold, like a stone cold main character. But to be fair, at least they try to explain it with like a potential Vulcan backstory. Although I feel like it could have been any other Vulcan. Well, and while Sarek, Spock's father, I should say, yeah, or yeah, better known as Spock's father, bring, yeah, like how can I put this? Just like having her upbringing be from Vulcan descent. That sounds pretty interesting for a human character. We haven't seen that before, or at least personally, I haven't seen that before. Maybe outside that one guy in the TNG episode Drumhead. No, 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 no. All right, spoiler alert. That guy was actually a Romulan, or the maternal ancestor of a Romulan. So, which explains the pointed ears. Anyway, so I'm getting off track. I'm getting off track here. So, like I said, having a human character that was raised by Vulcans, sign me up. That actually sounds like a pretty kick-ass idea. Which, although I know, feminism for the win and stuff for these days, but you really have to make the main character Mary Sue. I mean, I don't mind, to be honest. I mean, so long as they're written correctly and not ear-gratingly annoying like some. But luckily, this one isn't ear-gratingly annoying. It's just not written well. Like, if there were just small, and I mean small changes to the script, people, that could be a really good character. And let's go ahead and get the J class back and get, get the other miners ready. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Other than that, it's a good show, and it's a good show regardless, and that's kind of why it's so low on the list because I actually you know I actually really didn't mind the main character aside from the minor nitpick, but that's why it's so you know high on that's why no, that's why it's so low on the list, not high. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, so number four would probably be, mm, and actually, again, low on the list because it doesn't exactly hurt the show that much, but it was just my general impression of the certain questionable special effects that they have, primarily on the practical sets, with technology that looks a little bit more advanced. And I'm not just talking on the Discovery because USS Discovery because that's meant to be advanced, but the USS Shinzo or Walker class, for example, that looks worlds more advanced than the OG Connie class. And yeah, it's not. Yeah, that it kind of sort of threw me out of the environment. Uh, just slightly though. It didn't hurt the it, like it didn't hurt the TV show that much. On the contrary, in fact, it actually gave it a very good visually appealing look. And I really do have to commend, you know, I really have to commend like a sci-fi show like that these days. Something that gives you like good visual effects, spectacle, and you know all that good stuff. Anyway, so number three would probably be. All right, yeah, we're starting to get into the bad stuff. And this is completely unscripted, which is why I'm trying to really think back and see what's going on and stuff. Yeah, I'm just really trying to think back and picture what was bad about it because, to be fair, I only watched it Sunday night, and obviously it's been a full day. And well, let's be honest here and say, yeah, my memory's kind of fleeting. fleeing away from me. Just yeah, my memory in general. So yes, number three would probably have to be the redesign of the shuttles. Unfortunately, they just look strange to me. Like like they just look too alien to me. Now, before you guys call me a xenophobe, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that there will be something on the top five positives list that actually contradicts this. So, more on that later. But right now, actually, yeah, so maybe the term alien isn't exactly the word. Perhaps a little too. I don't know. It's just something about the general redesign that kind of sort of rubs me the wrong way. And yeah, although there will be something in the positives in the top five positive things about Discovery that kind of contradicts this little argument, but bear with me, okay? It, I actually have a reason to like the difference, so to speak. Anyways, so yeah, it just looks a bit off to me for the and number two on the list would probably have to be. Actually, this is gonna get me probably fired on so many fronts, but I'm gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to bear with me on this one. But the thing that I find to be the worst aspect of number two and of Discovery for the number two spot would probably have to be, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, the series opener for Discovery itself. So many things wrong with it that actually made me hesitant to actually go back and watch it again, considering we had it recorded on the DVR. I know it's very ancient technology, but I'm getting off topic again. Uh, yeah, I was actually very hesitant to watch it again. Like, I was actually physically requesting my dad, and my dad was literally agreeing with me on this one, by the way, considering, and that's saying something, considering he and I are actually the avid Trekkies of our family. We actually didn't feel like rewatching it again. In fact, it actually got to the point where I actually wanted to, well, I actually wanted to, like I said, remove it off the DVR for space. Actually, no. I didn't want to remove it off the DVR. I should say I didn't hesitate to say I wanted it off the DVR when my dad was clearing it out for space. Which, yeah, to be fair, it was kind of, yeah, it wasn't exactly, like, to be fair, and this is actually going to come up in the positives, but to be fair, episode 2 would have been a much better series opener if they reshaped some plot points a bit more, if they merged some plot points in parts one, for both episodes 1 and 2, if they merged plot points together in some way, shape, or form, that would have been a really epic. That would have been something really epic to look forward to. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing, to be honest with you guys here, but luckily episode 2 picked up where, yeah, kind of picked up the pace a bit, and it was actually kind of enjoyable. Anyway, so I'm getting off track because this is the negatives part of the list, not the positives. Anyway, so the number one negative thing that I have to complain about Discovery, and yes, Most of you guys probably saw this coming, considering how much of a diehard OG Trek fan I am, and that would be the redesign of the Klingons. Again, not entirely. Like I said, more on that in the positives side of the list. But here's the thing: like after watching the show a bit and past the series premiere, episode one of season one. After watching past it, I got used to the Klingon design. Don't get me wrong, but here's the thing: at least have some of the dialogue be in English. That way we don't have to constantly read subtitles, for crying out loud. Okay, getting a little I'm getting a little over passionate about this, so I'm gonna see if I can take a breath and say that yeah, this part of the list is actually being split up into two different parts. More on that later. More on that for the number five on the positive side of the list. But let's finish off my general thoughts. At least when it came to the Klingon redesigns in Star Trek Into Darkness, I actually dug them. It caught me off guard at first, but I actually dug the redesign there. It was semi-realistic and actually looked like, you know, something cool and didn't exactly stray much from the original concept, aside from a bald Klingon. A balding Klingon. Which, to be fair, isn't exactly a new concept, I know, but. And also, not only that, but the complete redesign of their culture and stuff. Like, I would have been fine with the redesign if they didn't completely rewrite their culture. Like, I mean, come on. It's been stated, I think, on numerous occasions, if not only on one occasion, and it was the most known, well, occasion, I might add. The most known of the occasions, I might add, that they actually said in a Klingon-centered episode, when a warrior dies in battle, they already arrive safely in Stovacor, and at that point, the dead body is nothing but a capsule, an empty capsule. So why are you collecting your dead if the body is just an empty capsule? I mean, I know they try to explain that they're assisting their fallen comrades with getting to heaven and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna refer to Klingon. I'm just gonna refer to Stovacor as Klingon Heaven because that's pretty much what it is. But here's the thing, guys. It's yeah, it, like if the body's an empty capsule, why would you collect your dead? It just made no sense to me, even if they tried to explain it. Anyways, that being said, on to the five things that I actually liked, or heck, even loved about Discovery. Um, Five, again, low on the list because it actually works in conjuncture with, as a counter argument to my previous argument about the Klingon redesign. And that would be the mere minority of the Klingon redesigned ships. I mean, to be fair, when I first saw like, what's been uh, officially dubbed as the sarcophagus ship, like their main flagship, I will admit I did actually like. I don't know how to explain it. I actually had a very good, very feeling of, very bad feeling of dread and stuff. It's like, and not to mention the fact it actually looked legitimately intimidating. And actually, yeah, just to add to the whole, and sorry, I'm going back in the list. The number one worst thing in Star Trek Discovery, again, the Klingon redesigns. Here's the thing. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that's why the redesign for the Klingon ships is kind of low on the top five on the kind of low on the positive top five list. Yeah, the redesign for the bird of prey. It's kind of a mixed bag for me. It could either be in the number one spot or the number five spot for me. Because if they're trying to convince me that it's a Burrell class bird of prey, then sir, you need to find a new fan or a newcomer fan to really convince the heck out of them. Because he ain't gonna convince me. In fact, I'll actually outright leave your fan circle if you want to call it that. And yeah, what they call a D7 battle cruiser, it looks nothing like one. It looks like a Wraith cruiser if it had the two tail engines or the whatever those nacelles were that looked like a pair of tails to the ship. How can I put this? Yeah, it looks like they were just shaved off and replaced with a giant rocket booster. Like a giant solid fuel rocket booster. It just didn't look right to me. Not to mention the fact that, yeah, if you're trying to convince me that's a D7 battle cruiser, you must be out of your damn mind. Like, seriously. And then, yeah, so that little rant out of the way, on to the positives again. So, yep, like I said, kind of low on the list because the redesign of the Klingon ships are a mixed bag for me, but in the end, the sarcophagus ship was actually pretty intimidating, and it actually did deal some pretty major blows, if you ask me, to the Shinzo, so that was pretty cool. And which leads me to, again, kind of a major aesthetics thing to it. Kind of a major aesthetics thing, but hear me out. Number four, number four on the list would be the special effects extravaganzas known as space battles. I'm gonna be honest here and say, guys, I was thoroughly entertained by the battle at the binary stars. Like that was freaking awesome. Like just the scale of it and stuff. Not anywhere close to DS9 scale, mind you, but it did have plenty of phaser fights in the middle of it to keep me entertained. Yeah, to just keep the inner sci-fi action nerd side of me entertained. So yeah, and just pretty much, yeah, that's actually how I can describe the. That's how I can describe it. To be honest with you guys, it was just a. Oh, that's the last thing I want to hear right now. But anyway, so how can I put this? Just, again, kind of low on the list because it doesn't exactly improve the show that much, but it doesn't exactly decrease it in value as well. And that would, and like I said, it was just the big orgy of special effects and CGI and stuff, the phaser and disruptor fights, and that was pretty dang cool. I mean, I will admit the pulse-based phasers were kind of a little too Star Wars for me, but I don't know. To be fair, I kind of got used to them. I mean, after all, I did it. After all, I did kind of, equip them on the USS Monarvis on Star Trek Online. So yeah, I will admit that that was pretty cool. And anyways, so on to number three. Number three would probably have to be for me the again going back to the whole special effects, the whole special effects category, the visual. Like to be fair, the visuals in this show are fantastic. Like just the overall aesthetic of it. I mean, it has sort of TNG Orville slash TNG or perhaps even, if you want to get technical here, a combination of Orville, DS9, or maybe next gen slash Voyager or something, and the Kelvin timeline movies, or the JJ verse, I should say. To be fair, it's a very pleasing aesthetic for me. Actually, you know what? If you guys don't mind me bending the rules on the whole top five list here, I think I'm gonna switch up the number four and number three spot for the positive top five part. Yeah, for the upper half of the top five list. In other words, the good stuff. And well, yeah, just for that, because to be fair, I actually kind of enjoyed the space battles in the middle of said setting, or in the middle of said, yeah, just setting, or no, I mean location setting, I should say. So yeah, more or less, I enjoyed it overall. Anyways, so on to number two. Number two would probably have to be, and this is probably the big kicker here for the number two spot. The number two spot is gonna have to be the overall. Actually, wait, did I do a number three spot for the worst? Oh yeah, it was a shuttlecraft. Actually, to be fair, yeah, that was a very dumb complaint. Actually, if you guys ask me. So I should have said the scaling of the ships. Like, holy cow, that's just so insane. Like you're going off JJ verse, like measurements here, which that's pretty dang bad if you're trying to compare the USS Discovery to the OG Enterprise. That's pretty bad. But that's beside the point. The point is it's still pretty fun to see. It's still pretty fun to see. Um, it is still pretty fun to see big, lumbering, majestic ships and stuff, and that's pretty dang cool. That's still pretty dang cool in its own right, but yeah, that's still a pretty major turnoff for me. It's just, again, just a minor nitpick. It doesn't exactly hurt the show that much, but it just doesn't work for me. Anyways, so that being said, number two would probably have to be, and this is, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, and it's having mostly to do with the idea of the spore drive. Like that's the literal definition of like wormhole theory or something. Able to travel from one section of the galaxy to the next in a matter of seconds. That's just that just blows my mind. Like like I mean, I know it doesn't exactly fit within the realm of the, you know, TOS universe that much, or yeah, I mean the prime timeline TOS universe and stuff, but at least they have the excuse to say that at least it's a top secret ship. And actually, would it be fair to add like three extra spots for the top for the number one pick? Because there are actually quite a few things that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, and they all deserve the number one pick. Anyways, but just after I just say this one little thing, and that is just it's the very idea of the spore drive is pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. And the number one, of course, shared, of course, which is pretty much a tie, would be the first thing would be the uniforms. I don't know why. They just look cool. In fact, like they actually look, you know, they actually look pretty cool. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I was kind of taken, like, caught off guard with the color scheme. But to be fair, the redesign, or not redesign, but their uniforms kind of grown on me, to be honest. And the other half of the number one spot, I mean, the other third of the Number one spot would be the ship designs. More specifically, the Starfleet ship designs. Like those ships, I know they probably don't work within the realm of, the TOS universe as much as they should, but dang, like they really did. Like whoever the concept artists were really did a good job, and whoever's in charge or whoever's a part of the team who's in charge of bringing them to life on the big screen, not big screen, but for television. Props to you guys, people. I mean, you guys really hit it out of the ballpark with those ship designs. And while I will admit some of them are a little strange, like I believe it was not the Nimitz class, because that's more of a weird, oh wow, what was that called? It's from the JJ verse movies. Um, I forget what it was. It was like a very odd looking refit of the Miranda class vessel. Not Yorktown. Whatever. It'll come to me soon. Anyways, so oh, was it the I don't know. It was a very weird. It's like the Discovery's version of the Nebula class vessel, of the Nebula class multi-mission survey ship, or whatever you want to call it. Or yeah, multi-mission exploration vessel, and without the customizable module and stuff that you could put on it. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. Oops. I was just gonna hit the pause button here for a second. Just gonna have a small defensive fleet be built up here. All right, come on. All right, that's good enough. Good enough for me. All right, ships move into position. All right, there we go. Now, once our ships are in position, that's when we are going to move them over to the Klingon base. And we're going to annihilate them once and for all. Anyways, so, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, there's really no doubt about it. Despite the fact that I think some of the ship designs are kind of odd for what they are, then they're really cool. I mean, come on, guys. Like, they're really, really cool. Uh, Although the one that looked like also the one with the, although I will admit the one that was kind of very impractical would probably have to be, oh, I can't remember what the name of that class was. It was the one with the flat saucer section with the nacelles built into the saucer section. Like that one really caught me off guard and wondered why the heck would they actually experiment with a ship design like that. But I don't know. To be fair, despite its weirdness, it actually could fit the role well as like a, I don't know. I think it was like a light cruiser or something probably. Anyways, that being said, on to the final thing, which yeah, actually to be fair, the final third and that of the top of the number one spot would have to be the fact that the USS Discovery appears to be a Section 31 ship. Okay, now hear me out. This actually fits in with the realm of reality that, the spore drive was a thing at one point, even without the OG characters not knowing what a spore drive is or haven't even heard of it. Mostly because of the fact, and this really fits in well with the fact that, yes, and don't you guys dare try to, like change any idea that the USS Discovery isn't a Section 31 ship. All right, actually, you know what? For those of you who are convinced that it's not a Section 31 ship, let me tell you this. How do you explain the near jet black gunmetal gray paint job on it, on the ship itself, and the fact that the majority of the security personnel have solid black, or was it gunmetal gray? I don't know, but solid black and or gunmetal gray badges on their uniforms. That really, 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 really caught me by surprise. I thought to myself, yeah, because I thought to myself when I first saw the USS Discovery like on screen in person for the first time, I thought to myself, yeah, nice paint job. I mean, to be fair, I didn't, I like there were some speculations and stuff on how it was a Section 31 vessel on the internet already at this point, obviously, but I wanted to judge it for myself, and to be fair, I'm halfway tempted to agree with them. The fact that it's a Section 31 ship, and that's actually pretty dang cool, if you ask me. Oh, actually, we have our fighter craft go after their outpost. Anyways, that being said, yeah, to be fair, it's a nice change in pace and stuff. Just like Deep Space Nine was a nice change in pace for, you know, just just sci-fi TV shows in general. Like it pretty much did what DS9 did a very unusual pick for a setting on board you know, your main vessel and stuff, so to speak, and actually did something pretty cool with it. Yeah, like Deep Space Nine, for example. You would think that a show stationed on, well, a space station, like most shows, like most shows at the time, Babylon 5, yeah, that's a discussion for another day. Anyway, so one would think that a show like that would get boring. Before any of you go nuts, I'm not hating on Babylon 5. I actually haven't seen it outside of like clip show based reviews and stuff on the internet, and that's about it. I haven't seen Babylon 5 outside of that. Right, anyway, so yeah, but yeah, DS9 had the idea of having a species diversity in their main cast, and the fact that pretty much that's where all the epic action battles took place because with DS9 being at the mouth of the wormhole that goes into the Gamma Quadrant, that's obviously the most important real estate of the entire Alpha Quadrant. So, which kept the little mini adventures that they had on the Defiant and Denabi class runabouts kind of unique in their own way. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, so like I'm saying, like the point is, but the point that I'm trying to hammer home is the fact that oh wow, one of our shuttle pods got really wrecked. Anyway, so what I'm trying to hammer home is the fact that we've already had like we've already had basic Starfleet crews with with you know with freaking TOS, TNG, and yes, even Enterprise to an extent. They had standard Starfleet crews again to an extent. Because obviously both shows had human doctors, and of course on Enterprise they had Dr. Phlox, a Denobi one. Anyway, so but I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. The point is aside from that, Voyager, you had the combination Starfleet and Maquis crew. That was pretty cool, except they didn't exactly milk it to its full potential, unfortunately. And of course, the aforementioned mixed species group of, crew members on DS9. And then you got Discovery. The fact that they actually tried something new in that way with having the ship be a Section 31 ship, and exclusively a Section 31 ship equipped with a highly experimental like form of transportation across light years in a matter of seconds. And the crew, at least the science, or at least the security aspect of it, being exclusively Section 31. That's pretty cool, guys. Anyway, so yeah, there you guys have it. That's Nuke. How's it going, old friend? For those of you guys who don't know, that's Ninja Rob. It's an old friend of mine on the PS4. Dude. Oh, also, Update Aquatic has come out. And yes, that means I am going to be freaking giving it my full-on review through, well, just my morning stream tomorrow. Yes, hello. Yep, sleep is overrated these days, as far as I know. And if the past few nights playing on Stellaris have taught me anything, sleep is overrated. All right, now we're actually starting to get some good battle going on here. And oh wow, it just got freaking annihilated. Oh man. Hey, that's good. Now let's just be a colossal jerk to these guys and just warp them in right on top of them. Hacking 9/11 videos. Yeah. Uh, Forgot about that, and it is a tragic event, but yeah, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yep. All right. Anyway, so wait, did we win? Holy crap, we won! Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess with that being said, I really can't do much more because ironically enough, despite the fact that I just said sleep is overrated, I am getting pretty tired. Anyway, so that being said, I'm gonna please, thank you. All right, yeah, I will. I will. I'm gonna clear your mind by saying, simply put, just a quick recap of the best and worst things of Star Trek Discovery. Let's start with the worst things, get the negativity out of the way. Number 5, main character. Number 4, what was number 4 again? Um, the overall. Actually, hey, oh, it's about time you showed up. Not you, Nuke. Not you, Nuke. All right. Anyways, so anyways, that being said, you know what? Here, Let's just go ahead and do a TOS era invasion. Go ahead and crash the game in this way. And that'll be the way I end the stream. Time. Yeah, that'll be a good way I crash the stream. Oh no. Yes, Justin Bieber is who I was expecting. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. Yep. Okay. But still, Mr. OG over here. This is quite spectacular. Finally, get to see this thing in full HD again. Also, personal opinion from the. Oh, yeah. Okay, so number 4 was the ship scaling. Didn't exactly hurt the film or hurt it in a way. No, that was 3. What did I? Okay, never mind. Just I'll go ahead and shut up now and say, yep, we're about getting ready to defend against the Romulans, and well, restore freedom to the people. Yeah, nuke. Oops. All right, here we go. Oh, that's what they're called, Antares classes. I ended up actually naming one of these not Colorado class, a Arizona class, construction ship on freaking. Yeah, I know it's out. I verbally stated that it was out. Anyway, so hashtag it was fun. Yeah, it probably was. Anyways, I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Anyway, so what's a good idea? Yeah, so anyway, so I was just running out of names to call my different ship classes and stuff. So instead of simple refit of the Colorado class, I decided to rename it entirely. I called it an Arizona class. I know, like this could resemble the state of Arizona. Actually, wait a minute, it could. It could. Actually, nah. Whatever. Oh, we already killed the first guy. All right. Yep. I'm gonna go and sleep. All right, pal. Nice having you here, though. That was pretty cool. All right. Oh crap. Okay. Oh crap. They went under cloak. Oh, here they come. Needs more cactus. True that. True that, actually. Well, it might as well be a prickly form of cacti because, well, to be fair, it does have the strongest hull strength of pretty much everything, at least in the civilian ships category. So, it might as well be uh, might as well be the prickly pair of the bunch. Let's get a repair ship in the main fleet as well. Okay. Oh, wow. Sneeze. Oh, wow. Mm. All right. Saw a wild zebra yesterday. Is that like a surprise day trip to Africa or something? Or you see like one at the zoo or something? I don't think it's there. They're, actually, I don't know. I gotta do some research whether you're pulling my leg on that one or not. Like this gazelle. Okay, yeah. I knew you were talking about those. I think they're Texas pronghorns to be precise. But anyways, but that's beside the point. The semantics aside, like who cares what they're called? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I didn't think there were zebra out here. Actually, to be fair, that'd be pretty interesting to unload on the ecosystem. Hmm, interesting indeed. Ooh, the OG, Mr. OG bird of prey over here. Oh man, that and this model actually looks pretty amazing. Oh man, those heavy plasma torpedoes are going to be a problem. No, I believe you. I believe you. I just have to follow up on some research and stuff, see how rare they are. As to be fair, as much as my family has and I have gone driving around these parts, we haven't seen anything that looked like a zebra. But anyway, so at the moment, I'm halfway tempted to believe you, considering, this week can only get even more bizarre. Perfect. All right, next up, we're going to spam some Firestorm classes. Oh, wow, I got so many. That was weird. Indeed, it was. All right. All right, perfect. Now, let's go ahead and get going on our research here. Get all this out of the way. All right, so which one has the... Okay, so this one has phaser beams, and this one has the torpedoes along the phaser beams. So defensive, offensive, and then defensive right here. Perfect. Huh. All right. Oh, yeah. He's screwed. What the... Oh, wow, he's moving fast. All right, that pack of torpedoes might do the trick. I don't know. Oh, wow. Yep, they're slowly catching up. And Boy, do I love being right all the time. Oh, our little watchtower class here is starting to take some hits, but pretty sure they're going to be okay. Ah, if you guys remember this, I actually tried building this on a building with good day. I think I could go back and actually improve the design, though. Because to be fair, it's not exactly the best. Like, there's probably better somewhere. Nah, whatever. It's there for general fleet support. Good enough for me. Alright. Oh boy. Ah, great. We got attack craft coming in. Well, do we have any, like, small ship killers? Oh, all we got are general fleet support. That's it. That's all we got. Hmm. That's the only thing that could count for that is, well, count for small ship killers is, well, the Coyote class here. Oops, not that. Right, pause. Ah, there you are. Let's do this. Yeah, I expected there to be a slight frame rate drop there. All right, there we go. Get a little. Get a few screenshots here. Perfect. Lots of perfect. Perfect. Lots and lots of perfect. Yep. Recommissioned old cruiser. Good for fighter support and maintenance, and good pulse arcs for area defense. Get them all in position. And let's kill these a-holes. Actually, to be fair, there's one thing that I would like to request. That is, if someone can advertise this part of the stream to like the developers of this total conversion mod right here, change the sound design to the OG. That's probably that's one of many. Yeah, although it's one of many, it's just just one little request. All right, our Watchtower class is doing pretty well for itself. Oh, okay. Yep, he's dead. And I think the surefire way to crash the game. Have over 100 plus fighters on the battlefield. And somehow the Watchtower class starbase is still under fire. That's kind of scary, actually. There we go. Actually, let's go over to Mr. OG over here. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Original right here. Whew, man. Yeah, well, it looks ridiculous by today's standards. It's still iconic, nevertheless. And to be fair, I could care less whether it's looks awkward. It still has a special place in my heart. Man, the Federation class dreadnought cruiser is taking some hits. Dang. All right, let me guess. Yeah, allow me to say what's about to go down if they survive this battle. Oh, they're not going to survive this battle, are they? Oh boy. Oh, they're not going to survive this battle, are they? Uh-oh. Okay. That was surprisingly dark. Well, that's the last thing I want to hear right now. Right? And here we go. Actually, where are the torpedoes being fired from on the McQuarrie class? Actually, this wouldn't be. Huh. Hmm. That would be a pretty good building of good day feature if I were to build a McQuarrie class. Or Macquarie class. I have no idea how you. All right. Oh, oh wow, he's about to get wrecked. Well, anyways, so I guess since I'm currently unable to crash the game for some reason, even though it's pretty much been like that, or I've pretty much been able to. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh, wow. Alright, that was very selective. Alright, anyways, so I guess since I can't crash the game, I guess it's technically an automatic victory for me. Or, well, not exactly a victory, mind you guys, because, it's a survivor mode. There's technically no end to it unless it's a, unless if it's like Killing Floor 2 or Killing Floor. Yeah, just a Killing Floor franchise in general, where you survive up to a certain amount of rounds and then you win. Anyway, so, yes, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment what you guys want me to play next. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.